Last weekend, fire destroyed a boat structure in Apatute St. David and partially destroyed two wall structures in River Road and Glasgow Bay in St. George, respectively. Investigations into these fires have been concluded, says the officer in charge of the fire department within the Royal Grenada Police Force, Adrian Panchu.
So that fire at River Road was undetermined. At Apatute, that fire, based on the information received, it was actually started by someone who is a suspected lunatic. That person has some mental challenges. And then that fire in Glasgow Bay, which I did the investigation on getting there, it was accidental due to an electrical malfunction of a standing fan.
The sergeant also spoke of another house fire in Telescope St. Andrew on Tuesday night.
The fire is actually accidental. The two vessels involved were unserviceable vessels. They were actually being prepared to be sunk along with members of the diving club. So speaking to the person in charge of that, they actually was doing some cleaning the evening before, and they actually had that area, about a 2-foot area square of stainless steel, that they were actually burning some of the rubbish. To him, when they completed around 7 o'clock, he threw water on it and he thought it went out, but about 45 minutes after, they were alerted by smoke, and by the time they got there and tried to extinguish that fire, they were unable to. So that is how the fire started. But what I can say is a one-story structure which was fully engulfed on the arrival of the persons from the Grenville Fire Department. That structure was completely destroyed as it relates to the cause or so forth. That is still under investigation.
The officer explains that while we have seen several fires over the past few weeks, compared to last year, fewer house fires were recorded.
Because on record we have 27 dwelling house fires. Yes, these fires, you might have multiple structures involved. So you might have a double where 2 structures is involved. We had that fire in Victoria where we had 6 structures being affected. But on record, in terms of fires, we have 27 dwelling house fires on record for the year up to the ending of August. And then as September started, we have 4 so far. So that would bring us to 31. Compared to the same period up to August last year when we actually had 39 dwelling house fires. So we have a decrease in 12 fires as we stand presently from January to August in terms of dwelling house fires.
Sergeant Panchu indicated that most of the fires recorded are accidental and explained some of the factors that led to them.
You have various causes, but I said accidental is one that we are seeing. Accidental, more so electrical origin, persons leaving electrical appliances plugged in. I recall earlier on this year we had one where someone left an iron plugged in, and we have the fire causing from that. We have seen maybe 3 fires so far where we had an electrical fan being left plugged in. And the issue with these appliances is, especially with the fans, what I've noticed is that persons are using the fans and they're actually taking it out from the back of the fan. So you have that switch, that on and off switch, 1, 2, 3 in the back of the fan. So they take it off in that area, but they're not taking off the switch itself. So electricity is still going to the fan, and once electricity is going to the fan and it's not being used, you'll have a buildup of heat, and then you see ignition occurring and a fire starting from those electrical appliances.
For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.